So, well, that's one way to run late while you're literally sitting on the rig deciding to do some practice laps at Zandvoort and running few too many of them before you realize, hey, you've run slightly over. But I have already tried the set. It looks at least to drive half decently, so hey, that's something. Passwords. And we're joining the server. Let's hope this set is also working over here. Have a few cup cutters, Stein. We're 13 minutes of practice, so I'm just 2 minutes late on the server. Right, let me switch scene again. So we're back into the action. ACC again. So load and saved setups. This one, which is the Coach Dave set. I think I slightly chopped a bit of rear wing off this. I don't think much. Ham's actually kept the rear wing. We have 33 track. Probably need a bit of brake ducts. This thing was running 2.2, so I'm not quite sure. Let's go to 4.3 on the ducts. I think the setup was actually pretty good when I ran it. We don't need much fuel, about 40 liters for the race. We don't need telemetry. ABS and 3 should be fine. Tire pressures, maybe chop a bit off them. Or maybe that's too much. Whatever, let's just chop a bit of tire pressure off. And jump out of the setup screen and just drive this. Load crank. The objective is a bit to scare. I don't think we have that many GT3 drivers, but to perhaps get close enough to scare the GT3s a bit. I think the Cup is faster on this track than the ST. I mean, the ST is a lot slower around a track like, what is it again? Which track is a lot slower? Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca, the Cup is massively faster. Quite a bit of margin. It's noticeable that this drives quite a bit different to... Ooh! That this drives quite a bit different to my boat around Zandvoort. A lot different, you could say. Are you holding on, windscreen wiper? Are you holding on? He's very excited. But yeah, I mean, I had to realize that the last time I ran here was actually prior to the... Yeah, we need to chop a bit of rear wing off because this thing isn't turning for the final corner there. At the end of the straight. Absolutely not willing to do that. We need a bit of help through there. But yeah, I did realize that my last time I drove here was actually prior to 1.8. However, that was also on the old tire model. Because SRXP used the 2018 BOP. And somehow we've relatively kept up well with that Ferrari in front. Oh well. Thing here, thing there. Let's just let everything... Because I think the suspension on this set is pretty good. Ready. But I didn't watch the entire stream back, I just checked what lap time I did in the qualifying, which was a 58 flat. which is actually a bit slower than some hot lap some guy posted that was definitely running 1.8. So wouldn't say the cup car is faster. But hey, we actually have probably a decent shot here to be pretty quick. That's kind of the intention. If I'm not, then well, I'm definitely not gonna run the second race. It stands. Don't need to torture myself when I have better things to do, like driving a boat. That's not the right line there. Yeah, the tires are a bit overinflated, I guess. On this set. Let's see what we'll get here. 59.3, okay. I didn't check the tire pressures I actually got across the line. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought when I saw this combination. It was like, well, sorry, but I have to sign up with the cup car. Yeah, and I'm going to try to do it again. It's just a question of, are we able to do it? Stein is actually half a second faster than me right now. So he's not gonna make it easy, most likely. I think to remember that he ran with me GT4 on Friday, and he wasn't particularly quick then. Oh fuck. This thing has a lot of understeer. And I'm trying to also get the tire pressures right. Funny thing is, we're not that far actually off the GT3, which there seem to be 2 so far on the server. Well, let's just finish in front of the cup cars, but maybe beating a GT3 or 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try what I can. Interesting how the tire pressures have bounced. The fronts seem to be too high on pressure, the rear seems to be... Whoa! She just let loose there. The fronts were over pressured, the rears were under pressure, even slightly under pressured, which is interesting. Drop 0.3 off the front tires. I think the rear left was slightly under pressured even. Right, okay. I wanted to chop some rear wing off it because the car was understeering slightly too much even for me. I know it's a Porsche. At some point it gets slightly insane. I have to fight it through every... Oh yeah, also what this thing has barely any bump stop range on the rear, so let's increase that. Which sounds a bit counterintuitive, but let's increase that because that could be the reason for me having some slight oversteer issues out of corners. And I think around the time that I ran this car on the series, I had noticed that flaw in the setups that they used very little bump stop range, but I think I really noticed that at the next race at Hungaroring, because there was a severe issue with the car. We do have 30 minutes in qualifying, so we're not have to panic here at the end of practice. It's a bit too generous, honestly. Prefer the qualifying session was slightly shorter, but oh well. Details, details. And the track is optimum at 30-degree track temperature and 24 air. Still a lot of understeer there. And this time around there's not that much time to be gained when switching into qualifying trim, because we're already in a fairly low fuel load of 42 liters. Much less and the Porsche is gonna murder you. I can brake very late. I should have upshifted there mid-corner to get a better power on better on exit there. Such an awkward corner time. I might need to actually move the brake bias forwards because the car's slightly over-rotated into the corners. I'm now half a second slower than the fastest GT3 car. So that's slightly scary. Tire pressures look okay. Let's just pull over right now. ST cars, there are 2 of them. They're about like 5 seconds and 6 seconds off the pace. Looking at the names driving them, I don't think it's completely the driver's fault. I mean, we knew that heading in. Usually the Cup isn't particularly the quickest. Oh, where's the water? Oh, it's still over there. What's up?
Green light.
Let the guys drive out first. I don't have to push. Have to prove anything really. Freaking half an hour here to ourselves. Oh, there's light graining on my rear tires on the first tire set. Second run obviously didn't produce any graining because, well, it was like one flyer. So there's that. Alright then. Cup. Riccard. Oh, one. Save. Okay. Do I want to drive some more practice laps on the fuel load, or... yeah, let's just do practice laps, I think. We have half an hour here, so... I'm just gonna use that briefly to do practice laps before I switch into qualifying mode. Do half the session in practice, half the session in qualifying. That's the wrong line. Let's move on my infield onto DerGeneralFluff. I mean, probably you're not watching anyone like, but I hope it wasn't completely butchered. Well, actually, is this unit there? Isn't in there the real name of the Molson's trader? I think I got them mixed up. Whatever stupid French name this straightaway has. Mistral. Fucking hell, how the hell did I think this was in your idea? It's Mistral. It's the Mistral. Which is probably also a butchered pronunciation. But everybody does it, so I'm at least the right. It's wide. Mistral, and I've punched you once for every letter you've forgotten. I mean, I pronounced every single letter in it. Mistral. In this case, I actually got the full name right. Except I pronounced the last letter, which, well, it's French, so... The last letter is always there just for decoration purposes. Mistral! Okay. Oh, mystery. How do some of the French person pronounce French words wrong? Almost people haven't said a lap yet. Very calculator. I'm pretty sure I don't have 54 minutes worth of fuel on my tank. My X is really terrible there. So currently I'm fastest with the Cup car. Should have kept not saying anything. Should have not said anything because I spun promptly. I'm a bit frightened that Stein hasn't said a lap time yet. He just said lap time already, so I have an idea where he is. Pace-wise. Orientation. You know? Oh, well, I need to improve so I can take the overall pole position back. Because I'm not half a second off the pace still. I'm still in the class, the fastest. So far we are about 5 minutes behind schedule, which that isn't good. 5 minutes already. Because if we were right on schedule, the first race would be over when the server for the other race starts up. But that does not include the formation on the final lap, so we're kind of a bit in limbo for all numbers. Numbers, Mason, what do you mean? Ah! Yeah, that was a bit slidey. I mean, I definitely need to drive a bit more consistently than I've been driving. And also, I need to check my bloody tire pressures when I drive across the line to see. I mean, I guess my tire pressure should be roughly around where they actually is supposed to be. You do have to climb a bit at times, and also drop a bit. They're a bit cold, the front tires even. That's Ferrari behind me. Actually going for a qualifying lap. The 58 barrier is like my arch nemesis. Then check my tire pressures from across the line again. Making pass. I'll join behind you.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Let me just escape. I think the tire pressures are fine. I'll just guess that. I'll take a look at other values. Oh, Stein has set a lap time now finally. He's about 1.2 seconds off from me. And I haven't even taken the fuel out of the car yet. I haven't even tried yet, really. Come on, guys. Let's try to beat me. Please. I think I drove on set 2 now. Did I? Yeah, the rear tires are slightly graining, which that's not good. That's definitely not good. So, guess perhaps close the brake ducts even up by one click. Maybe. Also, what is the contact patch? On the front doing fine. It does have less wear on the outside than the inside of the tire, but quite a bit. I don't think it will matter much over the race distance. Maybe we'll just drop the camber slightly. Drop it, not increase it. Please. For the love of God, it's like we don't need even more camber. For enough of it. Okay, slight camber reductions. What else can I do? Yeah, right. I've decreased the front brake ducts. I want to decrease the rear as well. I think both were slightly undercooled. No, I think I'll just leave the... decrease the rears. Also probably need like slightly more tire pressure to answer with the decrease in this, and also we want to perhaps do actually a qualifying run. We haven't tried yet, so let's actually try. No, not that. Woo! I was like, wait, there's a blue flag? No, there's none. Continue forward, and then it suddenly comes a cop car flashing by. And now we have a decreased front fuel load. This will change the handling of the car a bit. But also 30 kilograms of fuel shouldn't make much of a difference either. Either way, should not make much of a difference. So it does feed a bit more understeer, I guess. As if it didn't have enough on throttle understeer. Oh, he did clock a 58. Eh? Well, that lap must have not been valid because he clocked a 58.7. Oh yeah, this car locks up on the low fuel into T1. I remember that was a feature of it. What I don't like is actually Stein is pulling away right now. He is not slow. I'm not gaining on him. Oh no! A lot of time lost there. Brake press is way too far rearwards for Qualy. $58.2, yeah, he is answering, but I'm coming. But I'm coming back, and you bitch. Oh, I must run for T1. I think he's starting to get the hang of the track and finally catching up to me. Because he only lost, he was like really matched with me for the first two sectors. And only in the final sector I started to run him down. Whoa, my tire pressures are all over the place on this qualifying trim. No, not a lot. I'm on provisional class pole. I'm not overall pole. GT3s are just a bit too... Actually, I'm past one of the GT3s. And I am going at it with actual qualifying runs. And I've broken the 58 barrier. Oh god. Ah, I don't have enough fuel. It's just my fuel calculator that's being an idiot. Yeah, the car overstood them. I mean, this lap was about as fast as that my opponent did. Yeah, because I mean, it's on low fuel, it's a Porsche, it's gonna do absolutely stupid shit. It's a lot more stable once you put a bit of fuel in there. This is absolutely normal for a Porsche to do. Although that long right hand is like a man. Getting stopped for that is a nightmare and a half. I'm thinking if I want to change the brake bias for it. A bit white there. That's how you take this corner. Totally. I'm not joking or anything. Ah, I was 2/10 up and then get massive oversteer out of the final corner. Oh, that's way too wide. Oh yeah, I did decrease my brake duct blanking, which is why the brakes are getting hot. Which is why the setup's behaving differently. Right, I remember what I did. That's why my tire temp's all over the place. It's not just because I changed not just because I changed down on fuel load. No, I changed my brake ducts to curb a bit the raining on the rears, but my tires are actually getting hot. So front tires, I think I will keep those on this brake duct blankety thing. Put 40 liters back into the car. This is all should be fine now. Right, let's just save the set again. I'm done for qualifying. I have still 3 minutes left in the session, but I don't think I want to drive anymore. I'm currently slightly faster than the second GT3. So what's a bit frustrating is that a bunch of people were more in the session when we were still in practice, but then once we switched over to qualifying, a bunch of people seemingly have left. Like, that's strange. You know, we were mostly cup cars, and then we're now nearly equal in terms of car amounts. That's unfortunate and a half. Didn't I mute all pings out of that server at some point? Didn't I mute at everyone's? Suppress at everyone and at here. Thank you very much. I do not want any fucking pings out of that server again. Unrelated to this event. Completely unrelated server. Oh, he has a custom livery that Shine has a custom livery that I'm sadly not seeing. He has like a zebra colored car. Unfortunately, I have not set up the entire client for syncing and stuff. I just have not gotten around it. I'm sorry. The car's unfortunately just wait for me. I mean, I can show an image of the zebra in case you need it, but like, I think we're fine without it right now. Fastest GT3 car. These are Ferrari non-Evos. Fastest time with it is a 56.5. I think that's not particularly great of a time. That was hours ago. That's a non-issue. I saw that and everything. But the other one that must have happened while after I went live, up until this point, so like in the last 45 minutes or something. And that's just a completely unrelated leak that I'm not caring about. But DT3 at least I care a bit about. There's a mild degree of interest. What I do not understand out of that post is like is the sentence of I just don't think you need to stop crossing pedals and let it roll slightly faster in the corners. I have the issue of like if I roll it any faster into the corners, the car will just understeer. It will not make the corner. Then I'm driving into the corner as fast as I feel like the car will stick the front end. Any faster the front end will not stick. I do not understand what you mean with cross pedals. You might mean me just slightly tapping the brake mid corner. I guess, maybe. Maybe that's what you mean. I try to do that. I have a bit of a habit of doing it, despite that I need to put about this much force into it before there's any brake pressure actually applied. At this point there's nothing, and but this much travel needs to actually be done before anything comes out of it. So yeah, go figure. That's... But I have this slight habit, trying to tap the brake. Oh, the Ferrari just about beat me, so we're behind the two Ferraris now again. Ah, that's what you mean. Yeah, I do that also. Trying to restabilize the car. I'm feeding the throttle basically too early. I should finish braking, get off the brake, let the car roll, and then go on the throttle in one motion and accelerate back out of the corner. And I'm mixing my pedal inputs to just convince my car in some weird fashion around a corner in a way that is natural. That usually should lead to me spinning out. Or at least not having a pleasant time. Me just about making the car halfway work. Maybe I do need to deeply analyze at some point. Need to hand you a Motec file to deeply analyze it. Not just for race per race basis, but for a general purpose. Because I think you might be onto something. Right, do I have anything really that I need to adjust on the car? I haven't calculated the fuel, but I'm just guessing like 44 liters is probably more than enough to do half an hour. If my memory isn't incorrect. That's about what I took for the... Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we just, despite how little I like it, the next combination for VC, which would be C-Ring again. Hooray! A tractor like that you never can be consistent on, because it's C-Ring. Because you constantly just hit bumps.
Double file.
Hey, stay in line. He got boxed in behind the Ferrari. Because he had a better... Very aggressive... Ooh.
Clear on the right.
Just about, stay in front. Oh, but now we're on Mistral and he's about 0.2 behind me, so let's see. What can he do? Probably draft past me. Yeah, we haven't reached top velocity yet. And he's already alongside. That wasn't smart. Should have gone defensive there.
Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And we'll just about leveraged ourselves back by him. I think this might be as cut and dry as qualifying. Well, don't take that as guarantee that I can race this next time around at Sebring. The car might have been again crashed up before. There's always a possibility. Or does it misses the starts? We never know with those rigs. With VC. Potential is very much there. And he's quick. Right in my gearbox. I slightly brake late there. I'm not making the same mistake of letting you pull side by side with me. Yeah, things have to be done for VC as well. When is VC again? That's a decent question.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah!
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
March 12th, okay. So yeah, then it's uncertain. We actually do need to somewhat prepare for it. So, 8-10, still a car behind. We can now save right now. Obviously 1.4 seconds to the Ferrari in front. Not expecting to pass the guy. And we're probably keeping very well up with them on the straights. And we're actually probably faster than them on the straightaways. Thank you, Windows, for informing me that my boat race is starting in how many minutes? 15 minutes is the practice session for that starting. Oh, and I missed my apex here completely. And yeah, the practice session, it's an hour-long practice in that case. We're actually gaining on the Ferrari, which... That's not good. What's also not good is Stein doing a sub 58 on race trim. I have a bad feeling about this, actually. Is it always the case that when I'm in a race, as the clear odds-on favorite, that some guy will actually show up to ruin the party for me as well? There's always someone else who can just about keep up with me. It happens more often than not, funnily enough. What's going on with this Ferrari? What's the strategy? I don't know, just save fuel. I mean, that's been when I showed up at Jesus. Ran into the RPM limiter due to the slipstream. Didn't see how fast I was going when the RPM limiter hits. Ah, that's a cut. No, we just escaped with a invalidated lap. Oh yeah. I think that's a cut. One what? Jesus. Where did he take all the pace suddenly? What are you doing, Ferrari? I have to now drive through you.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Why do we have a Ferrari GT3 involved in a cup car battle? And now we're past him. The annoying part is that he was slower than me through the bend of all places. At least the lead GT3 has bolted. But we've also like put the third place cup car 20 seconds down already. And we're not even halfway through the race yet. Yeah, he wasn't particularly good out of the Mickey Mouse section. Cost him a bit of time. I don't know how much rear wing he's running. Because I mean, I'm running 8 rear wing out of 10, so I'm not running low wing settings by any stretch. Why is the Ferrari going slow? Because we've just taken the overall lead, by the way. I can brake a bit later, for sure. His exit was terrible on the other end. This curb here, like you need to hook it up on the inside of it, but it just bounces you around so much. Guess maybe the GT3 leader decided he wanted to drop behind the second GT3 car to at least fight something. I don't know, because he seems to still be in the race.
We're halfway through, keep it up.
Although I don't see the point particularly in doing that. I understand why to do something like that under circumstances, to drop back to fight someone. But this guy lost the time not by spinning out, he just lost the time by being slow. He's unfortunately so much slower that it's like not quite worth it to fight him. The pace difference is that large, it's just stops really making sense. And then I missed the fucking first corner. How the fuck is that the case when I underbrake every single lap, overslow the corner, and then I suddenly overshoot it? It's like, hey. I moved my braking mark a millimeter later and I just overshoot already. Can't hit the middle point. Oh well. Better luck next time. Oh, a few more laps to go in this. But only just over halfway, so there's that. Do we get lap cars? Probably not, because the next car is about 70 seconds up the road. And we're over halfway in, and yeah. Over a minute. With over half a lap on us, so there's that. A good thing. So that means we're gonna have to deal with traffic. Oh yeah, oh wait, it's GT3 the leader again behind me. Yeah, and he's lapping 57 flats right now. Today the track cut protection is really nice to me. Because I only got the lap invalidated, not assigned a cut for that line. But frankly unheard of. And there he comes.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And we're out of the overall lead again. Could you like drive a bit cleaner lines when you're around me? Clean your driving up a bit. Do not block me. I have a race here to run. I'm okay with you toying around, slowing down and letting the other guy by. But just don't get in my way. By flying off the scenery. Oh, this fucking idiots! Fucking idiots! Absolute idiot and murdered the other cup car. No reason, absolutely none. Did not need to happen. You two go. Oh, for fuck's sake, what are you? Are you guys actually fucking retarded or something? I say that's now adequately. He's back in the position he needs to be. We do have the GT3s around, but that's about what is it. .4, that's not great, but I think he is too far back to make a run. But my tire pressures are very low, especially after having done a especially having had to slow down there to let everyone catch back up, because it's gonna be silly if I just drive away. He forced me there to the offensive, which is pretty smart from him. If he didn't force spin the guy, it wouldn't be this close now. Oh no, he died again. This time around his own fault. Here's the thing, again. It makes sense for me to wait for him because he's actually driving the same pace as me. He's competitive with me in comparison to the GT3. GT3 class was just armed. As fortunate as it is.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I've only Cup cars left running actually. Because the next car is Marita 50 seconds back in his. In his ST. Right. Chase is on. I would say 3 laps to go because there's enough time to start. Just about, if the GT3 drivers are not stupid enough to slow down to avoid having an additional lap. It's just. Oh, he died again. I just said tires are dead. I mean, I'm still building a gap while being off throttle. That's something. I'm traveling on the misfart like slow as fuck speed. Now I'm losing a lot of ground. Look, I'm only running one race, so I can't just let you finish miles behind me. You put up a fight, give yourself to be recognized the way you are. Even if you for once are the guy who actually suffers tire wear, not me. Alright. I seem 2 more laps to go. Just don't spin out of T1 this time around, please. It's not rocket science. Corners veil. I mean, I spun once in practice actually. Shouldn't be too judgmental. Yeah, I think his tires are really dead.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
He's not able to keep up with me right now. But even then, what was I supposed to do when he said like tires are dead? Like I would continue if he retired, because of that reason. Would pick up the pace again, but if he's moving still, might as well just give him at least a chance to catch up. And he could win in case I mess up. It's a bit of a bittersweet victory because I was very dominant in qualifying. He definitely showed some feistiness in the race, but then unfortunately the incidents happened and I had to slow down to give him even a fighting chance. In the end, unfortunately, he wasn't able to do anything. It's a bit of a shame because the fact that there is a double header and I'm gonna bolt on the second race because I'm already like 10 minutes late on the other races practice session, so I'm going to bolt and get over there.
Excellent job. What a race. See you in the pits. Bring it back.
Yeah. Come on, keyboards. Awaken. Right, okay. We have everything in place. Everything is... Unless I have to set actually. I think I did. I think we're all leaving now. Nobody's doing second race. Okay, I don't feel that bad anymore. Right, okay. I'll keep this brief, so I can already shuffle myself on the other server while we're at it. What is the fucking spam that is coming into my mailbox? Be gone. We now need a different car selected. It's the boat. Confirm selection. And then we need to join... Saying 604. And I misspelled myself because I typed racing with 2 A's. And it seems you can't put the cars into a specific position in the text bar, whatever. And join the server when we're at it. Oh, contact. GG, easy. It wasn't quite easy. Especially when you have occasionally a bit weird Ferrari driving around. Yeah, I mean, next qualifying starts in 47 minutes here, roughly. I'm gonna start the next stream up in about 15. I mean, I can already start technically streaming, but I think I will bolt a little harder and I'll be right back. So, okay, anyway, I have another race here.